Hope you are all doing well. So students, do you know how our earth is physically constructed? Yes, the earth is divided into two parts, land and water. And there is 97% of water, but we can only use 1% of it for our drinking purpose. Students, have you been to any village or seen any well? Okay, so well is the thing that is used to take out of the drinking water from the ground. And what if the well get dried and there is no water for drinking? What will happen then? How the people of the village will live? So our today's topic is based on such incident, Going for Water, written by Robert Frost, and I, Aniket Pal, your English teacher, is going to make you feel about the thoughts of the poet. So let's begin the poem Going for Water. Going for water. The well was dry beside the door, and so we went with pail and can across the field behind the house to seek the brook if still it ran. So students, the poet want to say that there lived few children in a village and they were running out of water. Their only water source was dried. Why it is dried, students? Because it is the autumn season. It is cold, chilly season. The water is dried. To look for the water, they decide to move to a brook. The brook means stream. Brook means stream. Okay. Where is the stream is flowing? Across the fields, behind the house. Behind the houses of who? The children's house. Not loath to have excuse to go because the autumn eve was fair, though chill, because the fields were ours and by the brook our woods were there. So students, the poet wanted to say that the evening was beautiful. Evening was beautiful, but chill. No one could resist himself to go out such evening. So they could not make themselves to lock in their house for two reasons. One, because they are running out of water. They need water for their living, and therefore the weather and the nature around there is very pleasing. So they went out and looked for water. Where they will find the water? There is a long way to go across the fields, across the woods. Okay, then they will find the water source. What is the water source without the well? The water source is brook. Brook means stream. Okay, students, what is the meaning of low? Low means unwilling. Low, L-O-W-H, low means unwilling. And not loath means not unwilling. They are willing. Actually, it means they are willing. Let's move on to the next passage, next para. We ran as if to meet the moon. We ran as if to meet the moon. That slowly dawned behind the trees, the barren boughs, without the leaves, without the birds, without the breeze. So students, they started for their journey. What is their destination? The brook. Why they are going to the brook? To fetch water. Okay. Who is the only companion in their journey? The moon is their only companion in their journey to the brook. And where is the brook situated? The brook is situated behind the fields and before the woods. Okay. That slowly dawned behind the trees. What is dawned behind the trees? The moon. The moon is dawned behind the trees because The trees are large enough. When they passes through the trees, the moon height is behind the trees. They could not see it, so they thought that the moon is hiding from themselves. So students, when in our childhood, we also think like that. We also think like that. That the moon is following us when we run, and when we stop, the moon is also stopped. So these children are also thinking that. The barren boughs without leaves. What does it mean? The barren boughs? Boughs mean the branches of tree. Boughs mean branches of trees. So why it is barren? Because it is the autumn season. It is the season when leaves fall. We all know that. Without birds, because this is the night time. There is no bird because there is no leaf. Where they will live? There is, as there is no leaf, as there are sands of leaf, so there is no breeze. This is chilly, purely chilly, alone winter night. The children are looking for water to drink. Here, if you see, without, and without, three without is used. This is called alliteration. What is alliteration? Alliteration is a figure of speech that is used when letter consecutively used in a sentence for more than 2 or 3 times. Okay. Let's move to the next para. But once within the wood, we paused like gnomes that hid us from the moon, ready to run, to hide in new, with laughter when she found us soon. Do you know what is gnomes? Gnomes is an angel that protects our art's treasure. So students, can you please tell me what treasure is being talking about? Yes, water is the most important treasure of earth, and the poet is talking about that treasure, and the gnomes are protecting them, protecting that water source. Okay? When the children is passing through the wood, they sometimes see the moon, and sometimes they fail to see the moon because of the enormous trees. When they failed to find the moon, they thought that the gnomes are hiding the children from the moon. Okay? Okay. Next pair. Each laid on other a staying hand to listen. Here we dare to look, and in the hush we join to make. We hear, we knew, we hear the brook. So students, they finally found the brook. Not only they found the brook first, they only found the sound. They only hear the sound of the brook. Okay? Here they were daring. Absolutely they are daring, because they, without any guidance of their parents, moved to the forest to fetch water. And if they fail to find water, what would happen? That's why they were also frightening if they fail to find the water. So they first make a cup in their ear and listen the sound of the brook. Okay? Here, if you see in this line, you will find we heard, we knew, we heard. So students, can you please tell me what is this? Yes, of course, this is also alliteration, a figure of speech. Okay? Next, move to the next and last para. A note as from a single place, a slender tinkling fall that made new drops that floated on the pool. Okay? Note. What is the meaning of note? Note is musical note. Musical note. Okay? So the rivers flowing is compared with, metaphorically compared with music. How is the music? Slender tinkling. Slender tinkling. Slender means thin and tinkling means soft music. Okay? Or soft sound. So the river sound is very thin and soft. Now drops that floated on the pool. Drops means tiny droplets of water. Like pearls, and now a silver blade. Why it is silver blade? Because due to the season autumn and chilly wintry night, the pool was frozen, or the brook was frozen in some parts, and some parts is flowing. Okay, though that frozen part is compared with silver blade, and the flowing area forms some droplets that look like pearls. Why is pearls? Shining pearls, because the droplets reflected the moonlight and it's shining like pearls. Here we can see simile, a figure of speech is used in this last line of the poem. Like pearls and now a silver blade. It is an example of simile. What is simile? Simile is referred to the figure of speech when we compare things with another thing. Okay? Hope you all enjoy this poem, Going for Water by Robert Frost. Thank you.